Hello, everyone.
Hello, welcome.
Hi, everyone. It's great to see some familiar faces and some new faces. I'm Jeannie Ralston with Next Tribe, and some of you are familiar more with Nomadic School of Wonder than with Next Tribe, and vice versa. So I just want to tell you the ones who don't know about Next Tribe, we have been for the last 8 years offering trips for women 45 plus that really take you to a different level of travel, not just that we get behind the scenes or we go deeper, but we do it all with women. It's women focused, women travelers, and these women who go on these trips are all adventurous, like-minded, kind of curious about the world, which makes for this really quick and beautiful community on each trip. And we really like to when we go to a destination, meet local women, get to into their lives, their homes, their studios, whatever. So we've had a really wonderful track record and trips all over the world. And luckily, we've been introduced to Barbara Groth of Nomadic School of Wonder, and she has certainly brought a whole new level to the idea of of the kind of trips we can do. So we're really thrilled to be partnering with Barbara and Nomadic School of Wonder because they are in the business of nurturing wonder and awe. And what a beautiful place to be at this stage in life is to have that kind of we can pay attention to that and develop it in a way that maybe we haven't focused on since we were children. So I really want to thank Barbara. I'm going to turn it over to Barbara. She has a whole great plan for us. And then at the end of our session, I'll be back to draw a name to win a nice discount on this trip, which, okay, thank you so much, Barbara.
Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, Jeannie. Jeannie Edmonds, who started all this trouble, and Jeannie Ralston. We're so happy to be here. I just wanted to remind everybody at the top that we'd love for you to bring some paper, an ink pen, as simple as that, or any materials that inspire you, so that you have them close by for our art activity. We had planned this with both Alexis Averbuck and Dimitri Brusikis, who is in the corner, at least in my corner here over. But Alexis had to bow out at the last minute, so our regrets on that. But Dimitri is going to be representing all of Greece in this experience today and is live from Athens with us today. So I just
Hello.
wanted to let and welcome everybody. And I want to just kind of go over a little bit of what we'll be doing today, and then we'll get straight into, I'm going to just bring this up, straight into working with Dimitri. So we have this upcoming trip, The Wonder of Hydra, October 4th through 11th, which Jeannie was talking about. It's one of our first collaborations with Next Tribe. We are delighted. This is something that Alexis had curated during the pandemic time. We never were able to kind of make it happen. Finally, we get to do this, and we're super excited about it. So this is what we're going to be up to today. We're going to talk a little bit about the power of wonder and why wonder. Then we're going to conjure wonder and the wonder of Idra together through our imaginations. And then Dimitri is going to take us through kind of an emergent art activity to allow us really to experience Idra with fresh eyes, and then to kind of start creating from that. We're going to do a little sharing of our wonder with each other, kind of noticing what came out during that. And then Jeannie's drawing for the $400 off, I think it is, the trip, just to incentivize people. If you're not already incentivized by working with Dimitri and your own imagination. So here we go. As Jeannie said, we're called the Nomadic School of Wonder. We create adventures in awe rooted in nature, art, community, and play. We're kind of a traveling troupe of wonder makers that ebb and flow depending on the experience. Sometimes we're in costume, sometimes we're not. We really weave together nature, art, community, and play. Here we are with a group from Google. We do a lot of corporate work as well with companies. Nature is our classroom, which will be definitely the case on Idra. Here we are in the Santa Cruz Redwoods. Our teachers are artists, but they're also wild mustangs. Could be a forest floor. It could be our own imaginations. So we really kind of, it's more about the creative expression coming out of you rather than learning a specific kind of technique. We put our hands in clay a lot. Let me just admit somebody. Um, and we play. Here's somebody who decided to use watercolor with their toes. Here we are in Fogo Island, here in Santa Fe. I'm here in Santa Fe right now, and as well as in Santa Fe. So the real question is like, why wonder? Like what, everybody has a sense of it, kind of like love, but they have a hard time describing it. And I actually don't like to describe the feeling of wonder to people because I like them to have their own experience. But we believe that wonder is vital to our ability to thrive as a species. It widens our aperture. It actually expands what we imagine to be possible in our lives and in each other. And it makes us feel more alive. I think that's a big part of what we strive for is creating the conditions for embodied aliveness, creativity, and more connection. We work with a neuroscientist by the name of Bo Lotto, who actually has studied wonder with Cirque du Soleil audiences who experience wonder. And what they found, he and his lab of misfits, is that wonder is not just this mysterious thing. It's actually a repeatable state in our brains, and it increases our connectivity, it increases our empathy, our desire to kind of be very specific and certain about what's going to happen decreases, and our appetite for risk increases. And the big part of creating these conditions for wonder is it gives us permission to actually enter the unknown with courage. So I think we talk about generative tools. I think wonder is one of the most generative tools on the planet. And so now we're going to get straight into conjuring wonder with Dimitri. Hello, Dimitri. Thank you so much
Hello
for
everyone. Thank you, Barbara,
yes.
for inviting me. Hello from Greece. So, should I start explaining what we're going to do, or do you want me to give us a short intro of
A short
my?
intro. I think tell us a little bit about like, yeah, that. Thank you.
Well, I've been living on the island for about 15 years now, and maybe someone would ask why. Well, basically, it was because I let go, and it was not planned. It's just an opportunity arose in a moment where I was probably open to expand myself and get into an abstract route in life. And um, and it's 15 years. I live in Hydra. I organize art workshops. I've been teaching art to youngsters and young adults for about 13 years now, weekly. I've been painting a lot, and yes, and here I am now, together with all of you, and looking forward to exploring more light, let's say. Um, yeah, that's it. Barbara, do you want me
Yes,
to make
let's
an
bring up.
the
Yep, we can
okay? So
start.
what we're going to do now is look at some pictures, some images that I have taken through, the years I'm living in Hydra, and these are I'll call them moments of my life. So these are images of Hydra you will not find in advertising brochures in either. So these are really special places where I have found in my life have healed me, have opened my heart more, and basically, I really, really, really wish everybody to have the chance and visit this particular moments with me again, because through your eyes, I'll have, an opportunity to relive and maybe see things that I haven't seen until now. So, so we'll leave each image for about 10 seconds or so. And what I would like you to do is simply observe. While we show the picture, I will I will say a word. Now, I don't want you to overthink what is happening. I want you to relax, maybe uh, grab a pencil or a marker or a brush, whatever you have nearby. Put your paper, and I would like you also to hold your pencil or your marker from the top like this, and let the point guide you. So something that I always say, imagine that in your hand, inside your hand, there's a little brain that has its own, agenda. So what we're going to do is basically observe our hand scribbling on the paper. So if a number or a word or a letter or maybe even a symbol comes to your mind, I'd like you to just simply, in a kind of a very lazy doodling way, to apply it on the paper. So so I want you to be relaxed. We're not trying to make a pretty picture. We're just basically trying to put on paper some notes, some initial feelings. Even if an image comes to your mind that you think is irrelevant, don't regard it as irrelevant. This is part of the moment. This is part of the whole journey. So enough of me talking. I think we could start, Barbara. Welcome. On our way. The silent observer. Expand. Strength. Mirror. Getaway. Balance. Shelter. Introspection. Light. Return. Okay. Now I think we'll give you some time to carry on with what your stimulation um, guides you.
And everybody take your time. Just let it flow. We have plenty of time.
Include everything, even irrelevant thoughts that just simply pass by as a cloud. And try to immerse yourself on the images that made the most impression to you. It will be interesting after the retreat to juxtapose this moment with the completion of the experience.
We have three more minutes.
Mhm.
No rush, but we're just so that we have a little time to share out. Okay, we can just gently wrap up what you're doing right now. You can always continue afterwards. Okay, Dimitri, what's next? What would you like us to do next? I know we're going to go into sharing.
I think it will be interesting for those who feel comfortable showing what they did. We can have a look now, or you can keep it as a surprise at the end of the retreat. Because as far as I'm concerned, the retreat starts now. So, because subconsciously there's there's something that will pay attention to these moments and will even even when noticing it, it will provide images, emotions, and yeah, all different nice things that will emerge, maybe not now, but maybe later. So, yeah, uh, keeping quiet and being silent is most of the time for most of us something awkward. I know after a while our brain bombards us with noise and thoughts and and the doubts and all that, but that's all okay. I mean, the important thing is to be the part of you that observes all that, and then you notice things that if you observe carefully, you'll notice things that you've never noticed before. So this is, I think, this is the journey we're going to have together to expand and bring more light to to ourselves and the world. This is how I see this whole thing. It helped me. Hydra is a special place because I think it gives you it's a location that gives you what you need. So you will either accept it or you will simply uh, decline and continue with your life. But I think especially the countryside of Hydra has something magic. And if you somebody asked me, I don't know, 15 years ago that I would utter these words and these sentences, I would say, this is not me. But it's really true. It's really true. It's really true. So
Thank you,
yeah.
Dimitri. Why don't we go into breakout rooms of three? So when you
Okay.
get a when you get a notice to go into a breakout room, just accept it, and we'll be in
Okay.
breakout rooms of three, and we'll have 6 minutes altogether, approximately 2 minutes each. Just feel free to share either your daydreaming, what you were feeling by looking at these images. If you want to share your images, that's fine, your drawings. But just like a way to connect around this kind of fantasy of the wonder of Idra. And everybody except their rooms, except Dimitri, don't accept your breakout room. And I'm just going to make sure that, and if you're just in with two people, then you'll have a little extra time to share. All right, here we go. Hi, welcome back.
Mine was frustrating because I had one person show up and it turns out they were driving, so there was no video and no sound from them. So I was just talking to
Oh
myself.
no. Oh
Yeah.
no. I'm so sorry,
It's
Lori.
kind of like, okay, this is weird.
Okay, well, we'll share in this larger group now anyway. That yeah, what happened is we had it all set up and then some people didn't go to the right room. So I just tried to put them in there. Sorry, Lori. Oh gosh. You had a
Okay.
meditation.
I had a monologue.
Well, actually, I think, Dimitri, why don't we start with Lori sharing because so that we can then go into the group share
Sure,
afterwards, okay?
sure.
That was fun.
Oh, good. Yeah, we had a spectrum of experiences. One person was in a room, Lori, with another person who had no audio or video. So
My goodness.
so but it's fun to have some human connection, huh? It's really nice. Even on Zoom, that can happen. So I think we have most everybody back. Lori, I'd love to start with you before we go into kind of the group noticing, because you would love to just hear your share. We have time to hear
Well, thank
your
you.
share.
I don't know. I'll hold up you probably can't see, but this is my, I don't know. There was a lot going on, but it was just all kind of flying out of me. So I just
That's
had fun.
perfect.
Yeah, I just had fun. I just kept going and going and words and images and colors. And I love color and I love flow and I love play. And so it was really nice to just to have some time to do that. And I am not familiar with either of these groups. How did I find you? Because Barbara, I know Colt, Chance of a Lifetime,
Oh,
and
yes.
you're on the
Yes.
board of directors, and that's how I
Yeah.
saw you. And then I looked up your group, and that's how I ended up being part of this today. But I know Erica and Yost. I go out there to be with them on the horse.
Wonderful. So you've seen some of the images that we had in the share. Wonderful, Lori.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad you found both of us.
Yes, so nice. It's so interesting how that happens. So
Yeah.
and thank you. Sorry about the technical difficulties there, Lori. So Dimitri, let's do the group noticing.
Yeah. So what did everybody notice? What happened? So this was a kind of a esoteric welcoming to a place you will soon visit. But it will be really, really interesting, as I said earlier, to see how these first impulses match or not match with a real experience. But these type of exercises help us be a little bit more observant when we go to a place and kind of follow a sequence in ourselves. I know this sounds very abstract, but it's and also quite raw sometimes. But there are a lot of gems hidden in individually in this journey. So again, I would like to add something about these images. These images were taking different periods of my life, as I said earlier, in Hydra. And there are special places that surprised me or healed me, or were the reason that I was healed by, by things that disturbed me, but also simply beautiful places to be able to expand and realize there's a beautiful and colorful world out there. If you look at the news right now, this will not be the impression you get, but by sharing all these things with like-minded people, like-minded souls, if there's a phrase like that, there's definitely a vast experience to experience. Yeah.
Yeah, let's share. So I'm just curious,
Yeah.
either it's something that you heard or something that or saw or something that you experienced.
And
Just feel
also
free
which
to
picture, yes, and also which picture resonated most. That would be interesting also to share.
feel free to either raise your hand and I can call on you if that's easy for people, or I'm just going to call on
Or
people.
I could break it. I'll just do a little thing.
Okay, Jeannie, all right, you're going to break the ice here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
what I noticed myself in what I wrote and what I drew is the contrast, and then the other two in the group kind of echoed the same thing. And for me, it was the pictures that really resonated with me were the stone walls, and it got me to thinking about why I love stone walls. They just do it for me, and I think it's the contrast of like organic and man-made, and also like the randomness of the shapes plus the order of a wall. And but also the fact that for me and in my point in life is that I'm to me stone walls get better and better the older they are. And it's a cliche and of oh you're not getting older, you're getting better, but I really believe that about myself. That's what I strive to be more, to have a bigger view of the world, and I believe that about humans, that really that we do get better, more attuned to the world as we get older. So that's what resonated with me.
Beautiful, beautiful. Exactly, exactly. And on the island, you notice this. You can see the past in a very organic place, because in the countryside you see a lot of you find a lot of ruins of places that clearly were very alive, I don't know, 30 or 40 or 50, 60 years ago. And you try to immerse yourself of, there were living people here experiencing life as we do now. And this path of thought, of feelings, takes you places. You kind of smell life in its entirety, in its wholeness. It's difficult to explain, but I sense what you're saying. I really sense what you're saying with the stone
Now,
walls.
Marjorie, you'd like to share. We just have a few more, we have 5 minutes, so let's see if we can
Just
get as many
wanted to
people in here.
just
Yeah.
quickly jump in
No, you
because,
take your time. I'm just saying overall we have 5 minutes.
well, I wanted to follow Jeannie because I was in the room with her and she had just channeled in beautiful words everything that I was scribbling notes on.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
it was uncanny. The same images and things like that. And we were both interested in the differences and the contrasts. And it was so amazing to have somebody that was really speaking a language that I thought I was the only one that spoke. And then she capped it off. I was going through a little bit of crisis. I'm 83 years old and I'm looking for new directions. And she capped it off with the idea of women becoming more intriguing as we age. Thank you, Jeannie. It was like a message from the universe that I needed to hear.
That's so beautiful. Thank you, Marjorie.
And I
Wow.
truly believe it. I'm not just, you know,
I do too. Everybody thinks I'm crazy. I said, this is the best time I've had in my life. And I've had a
I
great life.
love that. You're our kind of woman for sure.
Who else would like to share? Thank you so much, Marjorie. Thank you for that.
Okay,
Anybody
so
else?
hey, I've been pretty quiet. So my name's Ishan. Hey, everyone.
Hi,
So
Sean.
Hi.
I think that what I saw was a faded landscape, and it basically reminds this art collage I've seen basically reminds me of a poem called "The Men That Don't Fit In" by a guy named Robert Service, and it gives me that exploration type vibe that when you go somewhere you recognize something with your own eyes. Like you're like the lone explorer, and when you come back to your closest friends or relatives, you may go, "Guys, you won't believe what I saw out there. It's a completely different landscape. It's so unlike what we were used to in our daily lives, and we're just in it for the experience. We're not here for the money. We're not here for fame. It's just to take in what we see and just express how we feel about it."
So beautiful, Aishan. Thank you for
Wonderful.
sharing. Thank
Exactly.
you. We have a
Wonderful.
couple more shares. Who else would like to share? I might call on somebody that I know. Kate.
I had this
Hi.
feeling you were coming at me, man. Welcome. Hi, everybody. Kalimera, Opa,
Kalimera.
everything.
Kalispera.
Kalimera. Yeah, thank you for that beautiful visual tour. And also, what happened for me, I'm a visual artist, and yet every word he said, I was matching another word that was similar, but that I was getting from the photo that you showed. And, you know, there were many, I won't go through all of them, but the ones that are most interesting to me are elemental and baptize. And I was also sharing, I got Jeannie too, and Jeannie Ralston, Jeannie Edmonds, sorry, in my group, which was great, and Kathy. And the words that came to me, my drawing was sort of that, and you can see my handwriting hasn't gotten better since the 4th grade when I won my handwriting award. But stone and water and flow. But this is the center where I'll be most useful, in a rightful place, in community, with joy. Go figure. So, you know, the fact I'm with Barb, I come through the Barbara world, and I know that there are no coincidences, and there were just you know, sisters and brothers who haven't met yet, and just to enrich each other's life. It's going to be great. So I'll find my nest there in Hydra. So that's what I've been working on the last few years, is shedding what needs to be shed, so I can find the nest that is the right size for me with my other playmates. So there you have it.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you. So
And
we're
Marjorie, I can tell you, you're getting better by the minute. I've been watching you for the last hour. I'm seeing it.
I'm in my happy place.
Yeah, and it's gonna just get happier, is what I'm saying. It's like traveling this with these kind of travelers is the way to go, man. It just gets deep and rich real quick. So adios. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate.
Yeah.
Before we go to the drum roll and the drawing, for those who would like to come along on the Hydra adventure, and in fact, I think we can pop the info in the chat for the trip. But any other like questions for Dimitri? Just we have like about a minute to any questions about or any feedback on the experience, anything that you would like to offer.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Marjorie.
Different kind of way of traveling, huh? To travel in your imagination to some place. Okay, so I'm going to just put in the chat our link to the experience that we're doing together. And Dimitri, thank you so much.
I just put it in.
Oh, you did. You did.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm behind here.
No,
And so now it's our drawing time.
Yes. So I would just love to continue this. I'll be on the trip because I have a lot to learn and keep growing and keep try to be more intriguing as I get older, and also to see all those stone walls. I'm really into this. But I hope you'll come along. And so what we're going to draw for is somebody on this, because you took the time to do this and we so appreciate it, that somebody will get $400 off if you book in the next week. So, and we have Marcy, our travel manager here. Marcy, can you wave or unmute for a minute? She's waving there, Marcy. So Marcy's here, and so she'll see who wins, and if you sign up, she'll deduct the 400 from the balance due. And just so you know that we have monthly payments, interest-free payments, to make it so easy, so you don't have to do everything in one big chunk. But that's enough. So I have Kathy Suter, Laura Seligman, Maggie Brown, Lynn Hartley, Laurie Letter, Natalie Curry, Jeannie Maniati, Coco, Vicky, and who did I? Oh, and Teresa,
Stosshelm.
and Stosshelm, and Franny. So you guys are all here. And it is Sean. I so love talking to you, but you know this is a trip for women over 45. So I don't.
I understand. That's fine.
I had your name down, but I put it to the side. I'm so sorry.
That's
But
okay.
anyway, so let's see who's going to get the money off, and let's see. Oh, is this the one person who left? Oh no, is she still here? Oh no, she had to
Yeah,
run. Then
she
wait,
had to run.
you have to be here to win. Okay, Laura Seligman. Laura,
Yay.
Laura Seligman. Yes. Hi,
Yay,
Laura.
your name is so familiar. Have we met Laura?
Where's Laura?
Oh, I see her, but
Laura
Heather?
is a friend in our Wonder community, is new to Next Tribe, right, Laura?
That's right.
Yeah.
But your name is
yeah.
very familiar. So where do you live?
Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Okay, then I thought maybe I'd met
And
you.
she's a wonderful artist. And there's your incentive, Laura.
Amazing.
And I'm gonna say this because I don't do this all the time, but if you do sign up in the next week, even if you didn't win, and even the ones, there's a couple, or at least one person who's signed up already, will get $100 off in the next week. So I know that it's not as good as 400, but I still wanted you to have to thank you, to offer something to thank you for coming today and sharing those great thoughts and synapses firing and all that. So thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Want a special thank you to Dimitri for taking us through our imagination and traveling to Hydra together, and to the genies and to Marcy from Next Tribe for inviting us in to play with you. We're so looking forward to this adventure, and may it be one of many with you. So thank you, everyone. Have a lovely Sunday.
One more thing.
Be well. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I just want to see Marcy's email, travel@nexttribe.com. Any questions?
Yes.
I finally got my microphone on. I was struggling. Hi, everyone. Travel@nexttribe.com. You can send me an email. I got you, Laura. If you book, we'll deduct that for you.
All right.
Thank you.
All
Thank
so
you.
much.
Be well, everyone.
Bye.
Okay.
Happy
Bye-bye.
Sunday. Bye-bye.